Next, we have an exponential equation, and I know that because of where x is. It's in the exponent. So if we take a step further to analyze this, so what I'm seeing here is two terms with x, which tells me I need to factorize. But before I factorize, I need to split these guys up. So we have a look at our powers over here, and we're going to split them up with exponent law 1, but the reverse version of it. So I'm going to split it up into two separate bases, and the first one will have this power, and the second one will have that power. So if I split this up, it's just going to be 3 to the power of x times 3 to the power of 1. That plus will stay there, and I'm going to split him up at the same time. So it's just going to be plus 3 to the power of x times 3 to the power of negative 1. And the rest of the equation remains the same. Now that that's out the way, that opens up the door to factorize. So now if I analyze the left-hand side, I can see a common factor amongst those two terms, which is 3 to the power of x. So I'm going to take it out to the front, open up a bracket, and if I analyze this term here, I took this one out, so this is the only one left over. And I'm going to do the same thing for this term. I took this out, so I've just got plus 3 to the negative 1 left over there. And then the equals 10 over 9 does not change at all. And after that, we're going to let Uncle Calculator do a little bit of heavy lifting for us here. So we're going to look at this bracket and just pump it in the calculator. So we just slant it in there and we get 10 over 3. So we replace that with a 10 over 3. Nothing else will change about the equation. And now the mission is to get this power on its own. So I want to get rid of this 10 over 3 by dividing both sides of the equation by 10 over 3 so that they can cancel on the left hand side over there. And then this side we're going to let Uncle Calculator do a bit of heavy lifting there for us. And when you pop that in your calculator, just make sure you've got like two separate fractions with the divide symbol in the middle, and you'll see that gives us 1 over 3. Okay, so if we have a look at this over here, this 3 over here, if it does not have an exponent, we assume it has an exponent of 1. And then we're going to yoink that up to the top so that it converts into 3 to the power of minus 1. Now the whole reason why I wanted to do that is so that I get the same base on both sides of the equation. And when I have the same base, I can grab the exponents, make them equal to one another, and then my job's done. I've solved for x. But I like to check myself, so let's grab our calculator quick. So you just grab your calculator, type in the original left hand side, but instead of x's, you leave open brackets like that, and then you put your answer inside of those open brackets. So if I put minus 1 here, and I put it in this other little bracket here, press equals, check what it gives me, but yes, it's 10 over 9. Yes, but. And your 4 marks come from the factorization, the simplification, same bases, and answers.